Welcome back to our rolling series of conversations we're having with some of the key riders in the FIM Asia Road Racing Championship. We've taken a walk along to the Indonesian Astra Honda pit, and I'm delighted to say with me right now are two championship contenders in the 600 class, Andi Farid Izdihar, and in the 250 class, Rheza Dhanica RNs. Andi, let's begin with you. Uh, you've been fast every time you've got on the bike this year. So my first question for you is, how do you actually do that? There's no inconsistency. When you get on the bike, you just give it the beans and 100% every time. What keeps you going in that mindset?
Uh, yes, I think this year the season is quite nice because every time we arrive here in the circuit, we are competitive and we can show our potential. And I think this year is I've been strong in many race, but also I got many unlucky also because always when I get a good result in race one, in race two I crash already 3 times. So this is the reality. But in this final round, I just want to give the best.
Okay, so what are you working on yourself for improvement?
Of course, I always working especially mentality and physically, and also every time before we go on the race week, we always have training in Indonesia with the Astra Honda and all the riders. So this is the preparation before to arrive to fight for the championship.
Yeah, you talk about preparation, and it's very obvious. I get a lot of comments on my Twitter feed when I interview you about how articulate you are. So, how did you always speak well in interviews? Is there any training that you get for media from the team, or are there other courses that Astra Honda give you?
Sorry.
Are there any courses that Astra training courses that you have outside of just riding the bike?
At the moment, with Astra Honda, I just training with the motorbike. But for like mentality training and physically training, I train alone in my home.
Okay, and so a lot of support from the team. Who is there? Somebody in the team that gives you a lot of support, or somebody in your life or family? Where does your support come from?
Of course, from my family, is always support me 100%. But also the team always wherever the condition. If sometimes we are also going down the motivation, but the team always keep the head up and give full support for positive things.
Okay, Andi, thank you, and
You're
good luck
welcome.
this weekend, especially in race 2.
Thank you.
All right, let's move the microphone to Rheza Dhanica, RNs. Rheza, you're such a well-known rider in this class and so consistently good. What would you say about the challenges of racing in AP 250?
Yeah, after my last time on the AP250 in the 2018, this season I think coming more competitive. Every rider have good potential, and every pack I think almost similar. Every race we have very tough, very tight until the last corner, until the finish. But I think this season very challenging for me, also for everybody.
Yeah, and what do you do to prepare yourself mentally and physically? What kind of preparation do you do?
Normally when the race week and when we come to the circuit, We tried some warm up before the race, also some discussion with the mechanic, also another for the race, also maybe normally like another rider, same like my preparation.
Yeah, and we've seen you go so well here at Chang International Circuit. How would you describe Chang International Circuit as a rider?
I think everybody understand about this track, and maybe this track one of my favorite also. And for this week, maybe for the Epic 50 will be more tight, more challenging because the championship also very near. Then maybe like this.
Yeah, too close to call.
Yeah.
Rheza, thank you. Thank you for joining us, and thanks
Thank
to Andi, Farid, Izdihar, and good luck to you, both of you guys, for this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we're going to take a short break now and go back to Parc Fermé, and we'll be back with some more riders. So we'll be back with you in just a few. Oh, sorry, we're going next door. My mistake. Ibrahim Noroddin.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Mr. Zaman, good to see you too. So as you can see, I'm in this beautifully prepared SIC pit with Supersport 600 rider and major contender Ibrahim Noroddin, and the team manager, Mr. Zaman. So Ibrahim, I want to start with you. We came in here so quickly that I can't remember what my questions
No
were.
problem.
So let's go to the question. So now then, you've been a really exciting rider to watch this weekend, and you always seem to enjoy yourself on the bike.
Yeah.
Who is your great mentor as a rider?
One of the great mentors that I have since I riding a bike, it was Marc Marquez. Yeah, can see he was so struggling on the bike right now, but even though he's struggling on the bike, but because of the injury, but he's still on the front. He still fight for the podium. So I really happy to see him back on the track. And also one of my mentors was my brother too. He was the nearest person. It's my family. So yeah, I heard my brother's story. He pushed the bike until the finishing line. So he's what he said. He never give up on his life. He always wants to win. So yeah, that's two mentor. And one other is Zulfan Mikarudin. He also the team manager, and he also helped me a lot of teaching the bike and winning and mental on the track.
Yeah, and just talking about this season, the real problem for your season was round 3 when you were injured and had 2 do not starts. How do you bring yourself back mentally from that sort of disappointment?
Yeah, actually, when the round 3 I crashed and I cannot race at the both race at the Sugo. I've lost 2 both point at the Sugo. So actually I blame myself about the crash, and because I stress also everything, but then I keep calm. I came back to the Malaysian and I said to myself, hey, I cannot be like this. I must go forward, you know, and forget the past. And at the Sepang, I try to build myself and try to get back my rhythm. And I hope for this race in the Buriram, I hope I will do really well.
Yeah, and of course this is the final round of the season. What's your plan, Ibrahim?
Yeah, I know this last race was I thinking that everybody they weren't gonna win. So yeah, I admitted that they were really fast until the last season. So I plan. Actually, I don't have a plan actually. but I just want to win this race, to both race. So I hope this both race I can consistent my lap time and do really well at the pre-practice and qualifying session. So it makes me really can make me easy on the race if I get for the first lane in the starting grid.
Yeah, one of the things we've enjoyed about watching you this year has been your strength later in the race.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you pass the microphone to the boss?
Hi.
So you heard what your rider said. Could you first question? Could you talk a little bit about the training regime that you put them through?
Yeah, actually, our team have a plan for them. Gym, riding, cycling. They have a weekly plan for them in every day.
Yeah, and we've heard Ibrahim a few times this season talk about mental preparation for racing. How do you assist him with that?
So they actually Ibrahim have Joshua, they have Zofami, and sometimes with me. So we have more training on the bike, more mileage on the bike, what to do, what actually that's important for us is how to get the mental up.
Yeah, well, it's been good to see, and another thing that's been good to see is your pit box.
Yes.
Which is immaculate. It's so immaculate that I actually put it on my Instagram
Thank you.
yesterday as a fine example. That leads me into a cheeky question, which is, what are your plans for next year? Do you see an expansion of the team?
Yeah, for sure. We want to expand our team with more rider because we have this team for platform, so younger rider go to upper level.
Okay, well, good luck this weekend,
Right.
and we look forward to seeing whatever you bring us next season. So,
Right.
Mr.
Thank you.
Zaman, thank you. Ibrahim,
Thank
you, and all
Thank
the
you.
very best to you guys for this weekend.
Right.
Thank you so much. And we will be going back to Park Fermé. We really will this time, I think, and we'll have some more interviews coming up in just a few minutes. So join us then.